Hey, what's up, guys? Paul here. Welcome back to Hub City Drones and Gadgets. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel, you guys. Hey, if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe and that notify button so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Well, guys, if you're a fan of Holy Stone's HS440, you're absolutely going to love the drone we're checking out today because it's actually the HS440D GPS drone. You heard me right. Holy Stone has gone and added GPS to the HS440, which is super cool because now it has all the GPS failsafe features as well as the cool intelligent features like follow me, point of interest, waypoints, and still under 249 grams. So you don't have to register with the FAA and you don't have to worry about using remote ID to fly this little dude, which is cool. The price, pretty cool too, you guys. Right now on Amazon, only $169.99, but there's a limited time $40 off clickable coupon that you can use. So right around 130 bucks for this little drone, you guys. That's a damn good deal for this drone. The link, as always, down in the description, but don't click the link quite yet because we're going to go unbox it. We're going to check everything out. I'm going to show you guys how to set it all up. Then we're going to get this little dude in the air and check him out and see just what he can do now. So let's go. All right, you guys, here we go. We are going to get our Holy Stone HS440D foldable GPS drone, now GPS 440, out of the box and check it out. Here's the box it comes in. Cool picture right here of the drone on the front of the box. And check it out. Looks like they changed the color from black to like a gray and black, so that's pretty cool. Some of your features here: GPS return, 4K HD camera, waypoint mode, and of course, it's foldable. Here we go. We're going to get this dude out of the box. We're going to get this box out of our way too. Cool. Check out the case. Got a new case for it too. That's super cool. Get this wrapper out of my way because I don't need that. Very cool case. Cloth, hard-sided case. Pretty cool. Got yourself a little handle here to carry it around. And my favorite, dual zippers. Listen to these new zippers, you guys. Check this out. Ready? Whoa. All right, here we go. And ta-da. All right, we're going to go get everything out of the lid here, and we'll go through all this first since it's up here on the top. Grab it all out of here. Make sure there's nothing else in here. What is that? Oh, you got your little silica pack here, your gel pack. Don't eat, chew, or swallow this pack. It's just to absorb the moisture during shipping. You can leave it in here too for it to absorb the moisture during storage too. Anywho, let's go. So, of course, we have our caution statement. Do not charge in the carrying case. Do not charge a battery in your fire or heat source or flammable materials or on a flammable surface such as carpet, cloth, or wood. So, read your caution statement. Always get one of those. You actually get two of them because there's actually a caution of battery statement right here in with the manual. We'll get all this out of here. There it is right there. Don't eat, chew, swallow, microwave, boil, cook your batteries. Whatever you do, don't do any of that. You risk the chance of them blowing up and exploding, and I imagine they don't taste pretty good either. One HS440D user manual. Holy Stone's manuals. These are one of my favorite manuals of all the drones that I fly, you guys. They are so super detailed from the app. Everything's in here. Your QR code tells you how to set everything up. Even tells you how to change the propellers, how to calibrate it. All that good stuff is in here. Return to home. But check it out. The illustrations are really good too. I just love Holy Stone manuals. I mean, they're just awesome. Look at that illustration. It's super cool. Read your manual, guys. I say it all the time, and I'm going to keep saying it. Always read your manual first, top to bottom. If you can, go online, go to holystone.com, go to support, and you can look for manuals, and you can actually print off a PDF copy of this manual, and you can read it while you're waiting for your drone to be delivered. That way, when it gets to you, you're good, you're ready to go. Charge your batteries up, put this dude in the air, and that's all there is to it. Don't be a drone dummy. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got in this bag here. All right, so we only get 2 replacement propellers. I'm guessing it's 1A and 1B. Yep, this one has a B on it. This one has the A on it. There's a little alphabet on here. You're probably not going to see it because it's really tiny. Remember, there is an A and a B propeller, so fly wisely because you only get 2 of these. I'm sure you can get extras through Holystone if you need them, though. But there's our 2 hinged propellers. And then, of course, with the propellers, you need the drone propeller removal tool, aka Phillips head screwdriver. So we get 1 of those. And then we get our charging cable. You do have to use this charging cable. It's got that special connector on the end for the battery. And we'll get into that here in just a little bit. Because right now, we're going to get into this dude a little bit. Oh, check it out. All right, we're going to do our controller since it's right here on the top. We'll just put all that right there. But check it out. You get a little cheat sheet on the controller, which is super cool. Tells you how to calibrate everything. And mine was put on upside down, it looks like. Uh-oh, that's a boo-boo on their part. But check it out. It tells you what all the buttons are on the controller. Everything's laid out. These little cheat sheets are starting to show up more and more now when I get these drones on the controllers, which is really cool. It's kind of a quick way to learn the layout of the controller and what the buttons do. But you have it. You have a QR code here on the back. Super cool. But here is our 2.4 gigahertz controller. It does take 3 AAA batteries. They go right here in the back. And we'll get those in here before we do the setup so I can show it to you guys. And in the middle, check this out. We have our cell phone holder. And look at that. Pretty decent spread on the cell phone holder. Not bad at all. It does have a little rubber grip on the top and a really good one here on the bottom. And it even has a groove in the rubber grip right here. So it looks like you got a pretty good chance your buttons on your cell phone aren't going to get pressed up when you put your phone in here. But pretty decent sized opening for it. Nice spring action there. Up here, the only thing on the top of your controller on this one is your camera adjustment wheel. Adjust the camera up and down just by pushing that wheel left to right. Then on the front, of course, we have our joysticks, and they feel pretty good. They're plastic. They're not metal up here, so they're a little pokey with this little crown design that they put on the tips of them, but it's not too bad. But I do like the way they spring back really good, so that is super cool. Our button right here, this is our picture and video button. You short press it, takes your picture. If you long press this button, it will start recording video. Then down here, this is our One Key Takeoff and our One Key Land button. In the middle, we have our power button. We don't have our batteries in there, so it won't power on. And I'll show you during the setup too, though. There are some LED lights here. It gives you a little indicator right there that everything's hooked up and working. Your high and low speed switch. The drone does have 2 speeds only, high and low or low and high. Over here, our return to home button. And this is also the button that you will use to take the drone out of GPS mode. So if you want to fly this dude indoors, which you absolutely can because he is definitely small enough to fly indoor, long press this. It will take the drone out of GPS mode, put it in altitude mode. Then you don't have to worry about losing your GPS signal while you're flying indoors. Don't ever fly inside in GPS mode, you guys. It's really a bad thing to do because your GPS signal will go in and out constantly. But once you turn your controller off and back on, it will default back to GPS mode. Right here, our motor unlock button. All you gotta do is press this button. The motors will unlock, and up in there you go. You can use the joystick or the One Key Takeoff and Land button right here. This is also your emergency stop button. Long press this button, and the drone is just gonna, just like that, plummet out of the air. So make sure you only use that button if you absolutely need to. But check it out, you guys. Pretty cool. That is our controller. Oh, one more thing I wanted to tell you guys. So the controller defaults to mode 2, which is American mode, I guess you could say, or USA mode. If you want to change the mode on the controller, which all the mode does is swap your joysticks around. So instead of this being your ascend and your descend, and this being your forward and backwards and your all left, all right, and your turn left and turn right over here on the left, all you're going to do is press and hold this one key takeoff button while you power on the controller. Whoop, lost my train of thought. So hold in the one key takeoff and land button, power on the controller, and it will switch it to mode 1. And now this will be your forward, backwards. This will be your ascend and your descend. That's all it does. When you turn the controller off and turn it back on, it will default back to mode 2. So keep that in mind. You don't want to go to hit the wrong joystick because you put it in mode 1 earlier, but you turn the controller off. But that is our drone controller. All right, we are going to go for this battery. So you do only get one battery with this drone. I'm not sure why they're only doing one battery now. Holy Stone used to be really good at putting 2 batteries in with their drones, but you only get one this time, which is kind of a bummer, but it's not bad at all. So you get one 7.6 volt. It's an 1100 mAh LiPo drone engine, or battery if you want to call it a battery. Drone engine sounds so much freaking cooler. You can charge your battery with a 5 volt 2 amp charger box. You can plug this into the charger box. This little dude here actually just slides on like so, and it connects right in here. If I can get it right, I probably have it upside down, don't I? No, I had it up right. Anyway, it'll slide in here just like that. There you go. It'll make its connection. You'll have a red light on your control, on your charger cable here. Geez, I can't talk today. You'll have a red light on here. It will turn green once the battery is fully charged. And speaking of fully charged, it takes 2 hours to fully charge one battery, and you get 19 minutes of flight time out of that battery. Now, that flight time was determined with this drone just hovering and no wind. So in reality, you're probably going to get about 15 to 16 minutes of flight time per battery. So not bad at all. And another really cool thing with this drone and these batteries, you guys, if you have the regular HS440, those batteries will absolutely fit in here and work. So what? I do believe that drone came with 2 batteries. So if you have that one, charge them up. You'll have 3 batteries to fly your HS440D GPS drone. So super cool that the batteries will work together. Got a little tip button on here. Make sure the battery latches. So making sure it buckles. This is your battery latch right here. When you pop it in, this will make a little click noise. You can see right here, there's a little lever that goes up and down. Take your battery in and out. But very cool. That is our drone engine. Put it back in here. All right, you guys, it is now time to get this dude out of the case. And here we go. I'm going to get this case out of our way. That'll work right there. Check it out. It is gray now instead of being completely black. They went ahead and made it gray with some black trim. That actually looks super cool. But we're going to get these propeller guards off of here so we can open this dude up. Holy Stone definitely packages their drones really well, you guys. All right, get those out of here too. Check it out. Very cool. So you can see already we do have hinged propellers, which is really cool. And then we're going to open this dude up. Check it out. Oh, arms lock in place really good. That is super cool. Check it out. Check this dude out, you guys. I told you, definitely small enough to fly this little dude indoors. Super cool. I'm really liking the gray color. That is cool. It is brushed motors, though. It would have been really cool if they found a way to incorporate brushless motors on this dude, but they are brushed motors still. But check this dude out, you guys. This is super cool. Our camera in the front. Got some cool little pinstripe designs right here on the front of the arms, the 2 front arms. That's very cool. So when we did the accessories, I did tell you there was an A and a B arm. Just in case you don't know already, A arm, B arm. On the rear of the drone, it's flopped. A arm, B arm. Oh, check that out. And actually, they have the alphabet stamped right on each arm. You can see there's the A, And on this one, can you see that? Can you see it? Probably not, huh? There's a B on there, but very cool. And then we have our drone engine compartment, or battery compartment, whichever you like to say. Your connectors right here, they go facing down, because here's your little connectors right here on the back of the drone. And you're just going to pop it in there, and check this out. It'll make a little click. That's it. And you see that little latch went up to tighten it. Take the battery out. You're just going to push down on this latch and pull on it at the same time. It will remove the battery. He's actually got a little bit of weight to him with the battery in there, so that's pretty cool. On the bottom, right here, this is our power button, and we should have enough power in here to light this dude up. Let's check it out. There we go. Check him out. So that is the only LED light on here. This is your power button LED and your status indicator LED for when you calibrate it, low battery, all that stuff. We'll go over that in the setup. I'll show you what this light will do. This little light in here, this is just your computer circuit board in there doing its thing. Over here, we have our serial number on our drone. But good thing about this drone, you guys, it only weighs 195 grams. That's 6.8 ounces. So there is no need to register this little dude with the FAA, or there's no need to get remote ID for it. So super cool, easy for beginners, easy for anyone to fly. That way you're not having to worry about, you know, getting it registered and worrying about strapping a remote ID module on or anything like that. The range on this little dude is 350 meters, 1,148 feet. Not bad at all. That's the drone range. Your FPV range is 200 meters or 656 feet. That's a pretty good range too, especially for it being so small. He gets about 200 or 300 feet away. You're probably going to have a hard time seeing him anyway. And remember, got to keep your drone in your visual line of sight, VLOS. So right here by our power button, I forgot to show you guys, this is your SD card slot. It actually does have an SD card slot, which is super cool. It will hold up to a 64 gigabyte SD card. You want to make sure, so that you get your 4K video, use a class 10 U3 or higher SD card, and make sure that it's formatted in a FAT32. You can actually pop the SD card in here. I'll show you in the setup when we go over the app. You can format your card right through the app. It's really easy to do. But now, this is, check it out, you guys, our 4K and 2.5K camera. Now that's pics and videos, because you got to watch sometimes, you guys, these brands advertise a 4K drone, and that's really just the still pictures that are in 4K. Your video, 1080p, 720p, they don't mention that part. They just want to use that 4K word to attract you to the drone. So your videos on this camera are stored at 3840 by 2160p for your 4K. That's at 15 frames per second. Or 2560 by 1440p, 2.5K, and that is at 25 frames per second. Something really cool. If you don't have an SD card in the drone, you can still take pictures and you can still record video. It will save it to your cell phone's photo album and to the photo album in the app. But this part I really like, you guys, because even without the SD card, your videos are stored at 1920 by 1080p at 25 frames per second. Usually it's 720p, maybe 480. So that's really cool that the videos that you're saving are at 1080p. That's still a pretty good resolution for videos and pictures. So that's awesome. Our field of view on this camera right here, 120 degrees. So that's a good wide field of view. Your pictures and your videos, pictures stored in JPEG and your videos are stored in MP4. And you have 0 degrees to negative 90 degrees movement on your camera right here. It is not on a gimbal or on a little shock system. So you are going to have a little bit of a shaky video when you're recording video. If you're flying it in a lot of wind, or if the drone is flying at high speed and you're trying to record, it's just, that's what's going to happen because there's no gimbal on the camera. Hopefully they'll come out with an HS440D and it'll have a gimbal on it, because that would be really cool, especially with the size of this little dude. For that, you guys, is our HS440D unboxing. We've got everything out of the box. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this little dude set up so we can get him in the air, and we're going to check out the camera, all the new intelligent features that this dude can do, and the GPS fail safes. So let's get him set up. All right, guys, here we go. Time to set up our HS440D GPS drone. First thing we need to do is pair the controller and the drone together. It is actually a self-pairing controller, so it's really easy to do. You're going to power on your drone, press your power button on the bottom of your drone till the LED light comes on, just like that. Then you're going to power on your controller. It's pretty much an instant pair, too. It's really quick. There you go. That second beep you heard means that it is now connected to the drone. Our LED light is red. It is looking for GPS satellite signals. When it finds a sufficient number of signals, that light will actually turn green. But the next thing we're going to do is we do have to calibrate the HS440 now because it's now GPS. So the first thing we're going to do is the compass calibration. Really easy to do. You're going to take your controller, you're going to take both joysticks, and you're going to press them down and then slide them over to the right like so. Those double beeps, you can see here our light is now blinking, a different color than the red. You're going to pick your drone up, and the first one we're going to do is the horizontal calibration. You're going to spin your drone. It doesn't matter left or right. And I believe it's about 3 full turns or 2.5 or so on this dude. There you go. The controller will beep to let you know that part of the calibration is done. Next, we're going to do our horizontal calibration. You can see here our light is blinking green now because we have finished the horizontal. Now we're going to do the vertical calibration. You're going to take the drone, hold it this way. Doesn't matter camera up or camera down. It doesn't matter which way you turn it again. And you're going to give it those 1.5, 2.5, 3 turns. The controller will beep to let you know when you're done. And the light should go just like that, back to red, because it is now looking for GPS satellite signals again. That's it. Compass calibration is done. I really like these LED lights on here blinking like that. That's kind of cool. All right. Compass calibration is done. Now we're going to do our gyro calibration. Remember, when you do your gyro calibration, keep the drone on a flat, level surface so it will calibrate correctly. Really easy to do. Again, you're going to take your controller. This time you're going to take both joysticks and you're going to press them down and then to the left corners. And this light here on our drone is going to blink really quick for a couple of seconds. So down. There it goes. It will blink, then it will beep once that process is done. It doesn't beep to let you know you got it. So watch the light so you make sure you got these joysticks in the right spot. But it actually does it really easy. Look at that. That's cool. And that's it. We are completely calibrated, you guys. So the next thing we are going to do is we're going to connect to the drone's Wi-Fi signal. You do need to connect to the Wi-Fi signal. No, you do not need internet to fly the drone. You just need to have your device that can connect to a Wi-Fi signal. If you have a cell phone that doesn't have service on it or a provider, as long as it works and it can connect to a Wi-Fi signal, you can make that your drone phone and use that to fly your drones that have a Wi-Fi signal to connect to. And that's what we're going to do now. All right, so go to wherever your Wi-Fi signals are on your cell phone. You know where they're at. Open up your Wi-Fi settings. Go right here to your available networks. If it doesn't pop up right away, give it a few seconds. It will refresh and pop up. But you can see it's right here already. Holy Stone GPS 7E-BFAB. Those numbers are probably different for each drone, but we're going to tap on it. First time you do this, you may get a pop-up telling you you're connected with no internet, or it may ask if you want to keep the Wi-Fi connection or switch to cellular data. Keep the Wi-Fi connection. You can't fly the drone through cellular data. There's the pop-up. Internet may not be available. That's perfectly okay. I'm going to hit always connect. This way I don't have to go through this again when I connect to my HS440 again. And that's it. We are now connected. So now we're going to open up the app. And if we have successfully connected to our Wi-Fi signal, we should have a video picture. So the app is the Holy Stone FPV app. There's a picture on the screen for you so you can see what the icon looks like. It is free, Google Play and the App Store. So let's go ahead and open the app up and we'll check it out. I'll give you a little quick tour of the app so you know where everything's at. All right, so here's the main screen on the app. Now, if you have not used the Holy Stone FPV app before, you will have to register an account. It's just an email and a password. It's not a big deal. So you will have to register your account I've already registered this one. We'll go across the bottom here real quick so you can check everything out. Guidance. This will open up different instructions on the app for each one. We have the HS440D, so if we tap on this one, it'll open up and it'll show you a layout of the app itself and what all the icons mean and pretty much what they do. So that's right there if you need it, which is cool. Your gallery, open this up, and this is where all your photos and your videos are stored with an SD card or without an SD card. You can see right up here, SD card. If you tap on that, it will open up any videos and pictures that you have stored to the SD card. You can offload them right here so you can share them, edit them, do whatever you need to do with them. Your videos and your photos. But check this out in the top left-hand corner, you guys. This is super cool. Holystone does this a lot. Tap on click for reward, and look at this. You can contact them to get one of these gifts for free. A mini drone, which Holystone mini drones are super cool. I have to throw that in there. Or an extended warranty on your HS440. So that's super cool. Those are both really cool deals. Back to home. And then if you go to your account, you can see right here, this is where it'll keep a log of your total flight time, number of flights. You can change your password and improve your personal information. It has a novice guide here, promotions, contact them, log out, or delete your account. We're going to go back to home. Down here in the bottom center of the app, we are going to tap enter the device. And it pops up right here, and you can see it's wanting us to pick GPS model or non-GPS model. So if you're flying the normal HS440, of course you'd hit non-GPS model. We have the new HS440D, so we're going to click GPS model, and we should have video. And check it out, you guys. We are connected to the drone's Wi-Fi signal. We have video. Look at that picture. Not bad at all. That is actually a really good looking picture. And check out that FOV. That's a wide field of view right there. That is super cool. All right, I'm going to try to go through here as quick as I can. The drone does have a battery save feature, so it may shut off on us while we're doing it, but I'll try to get through it all so you can see it. Weak GPS signal up here on the top, that yellow bar. That is your status indicator bar. Basically, this will change colors. When you get enough satellite signals, that will actually turn green and let you know it's safe to fly. Right now, it's in yellow because it's a weak GPS signal. Next to that is our GPS signal strength. That will actually turn green as well once you have a sufficient number of satellites. I believe it's like 8 or 9 on this drone. Then next to that one is our battery level of our drone. So that's your drone's battery level. Then you have your transmitter signal strength. That is the signal strength between your controller and your drone. And then the next one is your Wi-Fi signal strength. That is actually your FPV signal strength. So when that starts to fade or goes away, you're going to lose your video feed or your FPV view. The little eyeballs right here, check this out, you guys. Tap on this. You have VR mode, so you can actually get a pair of VR goggles, not FPV goggles, but VR goggles. Put your phone in there and you can fly the drone like you drive it in the cockpit. It's so much fun to do. All you gotta do is tap it again, it'll go away. Then you have your 180-degree turn on your camera. This is so if you put your phone in your controller and you need to flip it the other way because your buttons are getting in the way, you can flip the camera around, which is really convenient to have. All right, the settings wheel, that's where I want to go next. Open this up. These are where all your settings are. The first one is our safety settings. You can see here our units, they're in metric. You can switch them over to imperial. So now you can see the feet in inches and miles per hour, all that other stuff. It's not in metric anymore. The drone defaults to beginner mode. So you can see here our orbit and our max distance, our max altitude, our return to home. They're all limited to 16, 98, 98, and 49 feet. Tap that button. That will shut that off. Now, this orbit radius, this is for your point of interest. You can move this all the way up to 98 feet. That's a pretty big circle, you guys. Put it back down. I'm going to keep mine. I'll keep it right about 16 feet. Your max distance you can go, and then your max altitude. 393 feet is the max altitude. That is so you do not go over the 400 feet that the FAA has set a limit on. All right, then you have your return to home height. On this one, it only goes up to 98 feet, so I guess that's the max return to home height. So make sure wherever you're flying it, that drone goes up above any trees and power lines and stuff, so you don't run into it on its way home. No obstacle avoidance. Down here, this is removing distant limit. So we're going to tap on this. We're going to determine it. And now look up here. Our max distance actually went up to 1,148 feet. That's as far as the drone can go. If you have that tapped, that 656 feet, that's your max range the drone will go, and that's the max range of your FPV. So you don't have to worry about losing the drone or not seeing your video if you have that set. I'm going to leave mine on. I don't need to fly it any further than that. All right, then we have our sensor status. This is where you can go to do your compass calibration. So you can tap this start calibration right here in the app if you don't want to do the joysticks on the controller. Only thing is, you can't do a gyro calibration through the app, only the compass calibration. Flight record, once we start flying the drone, this is going to keep a record with the date, distance, altitude. Look at that, latitude, longitude. It'll keep all your coordinates and everything of your flights that you've done with the drone. On most of these drones, you can tap on one of the dates. It will open up a map of where you are flying the drone, and it will actually show you the pattern that you flew your drone, which way you were hitting the joystick, all that other good stuff. It's really a geeky, cool kind of information to have on your drone. We're going to get out of here. All right, below the settings wheel right there, that little SD card, that lets you know how much room you have left on your SD card. You can see there it says 29.72. I think I only have like a 32 gig in there right now just for the video. The next one, that is your photo album. Tap that again. You can get your reward right here. Don't forget to claim that reward, you guys. That's a good deal. And you can see all of your pictures and videos and stuff like that. Below that is your camera and your video button. You do have to tap this to switch between camera and video. When you're taking pictures, the shutter is white. When you switch to video, it turns red. You can tap it. You can see up here, it will start recording. And now you can see our SD card is starting to fill up as well. Below this, these are your settings. This is where you can go and change your 4K or your 2.5K. We're going to switch it over to 4K. And then check this out down here at the bottom. This is where I was telling you could go to format your SD card. We're going to determine it. It's going to format it. It should put it all back to 0 for us. And there it goes. It formatted it. Super cool. All right, below our shutter button and our settings right there, once we get this drone in the air, that's where the waypoint option will pop up so you can do the waypoints. I'll show it to you in the test flight, but it does not pop up if the drone is not airborne. So once we get it in the air, it should pop up there, and we'll go through it and check it out because I really want to check the waypoints out on this drone. Next to that, your zoom button. You can zoom in and out. You can pinch and do a pinch zoom too with your finger on the screen. You can pinch to zoom it. You do lose some quality of the video or the picture when you zoom in, so keep that in mind. Over to the lower left, you see there we have our distance and our height in feet. We changed that in the settings so it's not metrics anymore. Then you have your Google Map. If you tap on this, it will open up a map of where you are, and it'll put your FPV screen right there in a little box on the lower left. You can tap the little globe here and check it out. It opens up the satellite view of where you're at. Oh no, you guys can see where I live now. I'm in trouble. And tap it. It goes back to your FPV screen. Next one, above that, One Key Takeoff and Land. And then your return to home button is right here. Remember, there is a return to home button on the controller as well, or you can tap it right here. It will want you to confirm. You can see there the drone is not in the air, so it won't do it. Then we have our three intelligent features right here. You have follow me. The drone will follow you. And remember, it follows your cell phone, not the controller. Some people think it follows the controller. It doesn't follow the controller. It follows the cell phone. We'll check it out. Our orbit flight or our point of interest. And then this little dude has headless mode too, so that is super cool. But that's our intelligent features. Again, the waypoints, that will pop up once we get the drone in the air. But there you go, guys. We are set up. We've unboxed our HS440D. We've set this little dude up. So I guess the next thing we got to do is go put this little dude in the air and check it out. So let's go give him a test flight and see how he does. Let's go. All right, guys, here we go. Time to get our HS440D up in the air and check them out. We're going to go through some of the features. I'm going to show you guys how the GPS works now that this drone has GPS, which is super cool. But we're going to unlock the motors and we're going to get this dude in the air. Here we go. One key takeoff. Let's try that. Oh, that was a nice, easy takeoff. He didn't go up high at all. Check that out. So first thing you notice, no trimming anymore on the 440 because it has GPS. So now it's going to stay put, which is cool. Good reaction from the joystick to the drone. I'll spin around here, let you guys get a look at this little dude. That's cool. The motors sound cool. All right, I believe we're in speed 1, so why don't we check out the speeds first, and we'll see how he handles. So here we go. Nice, easy turn. This is such a fun drone to fly, you guys. I'm so glad they put GPS on this little dude. Hopefully the next upgrade will be brushless motors, though. So that is speed 1 right there. Not bad at all. I like, he turns really good. That's cool. He handles good. There's not a whole lot of wind today, a little bit, but not bad. But now you can fly him in even a little bit more wind than before because GPS. Speed 1. All right, so I'm going to show you speed 1 through the camera, what it looks like on the app. Now remember, there's no gimbal on this little drone, so you're not going to really use it for professional videos and photos, but it's definitely great for a beginner to get started and get used to using the camera and stuff. So here we go. We're going to jump in the app and check out the camera here. So that's not too bad, really. Granted, now if there's more wind, it'll get a little more shakier than that, but that's not bad at all. We're going to do a flyby. Here we go. Oh, he stops really quick, too. All right, speed 2, you guys. Let's check it out. Get him up here a little bit higher, and here we go. A little bit quicker, not a whole lot, but it is a little quicker. That's cool. So you can see both speeds, super comfortable for a beginner. Check it out. He's going a little slower now. He's actually fighting the wind, but he's fighting it and staying put. But remember, on the old 440, you had to trim it so he wouldn't stay in place like that if you stopped him. And he's doing it right there. He's fighting that little bit of a breeze and holding himself steady. Very cool. All right, speed 2 through the app. Here we go. Not bad. That's kind of cool. You can see the propellers in it. That's cool. Pretty cool. So he handles great. He's really easy to fly. Not hard at all. I love the way he turns. That is super cool. Look at that. Nice turn radius. That's awesome. All right, now we're going to check out the new intelligent features this dude now has. So let's open up the app and we're going to check out the intelligent features. All right, so the first one we're going to do, naturally, follow me. So we're going to hit follow me. You're going to slide to confirm this. Oh, there he goes. He moved a little. He should be in follow me mode. So let's walk around and see if he follows us. Yeah, he's doing really good. I'm going to go back the other way and freak him out. Oh, I didn't freak him out. Check it out. He's actually keeping me in the camera screen or the frame really good, too. That's shocking. That's awesome. Show you guys the drone. We can walk toward him. He'll back up. Check it out. Now, remember, you guys, on the follow me, a lot of people think he's locked onto the controller. He's not. He's actually locked on to the GPS signal from your cell phone, that's what he's following. So make sure you have your phone on you when you're doing follow me, or he's just going to lock on to wherever your phone is. Cool. Let's get that done. Just tap those 4 little boxes right there and it will end it. All right, so next is the orbit flight. This is one I use a lot. I love this feature, and I'm really glad this drone has it because it's so cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to check it out. I'm not going to do a center point or anything because, as you can see, I'm in the middle of nowhere and don't really have a center point. But I'm going to show you how it works. So let's open the app one more time. All right, orbit flight. Again, you're going to confirm it. Here we go. Check him out. He's just going to start. Now remember, you can set the radius of this orbit in the app. I think I have mine set at about 10, 15 feet or so, something like that. But let me get in the middle of them here and check him out. That's cool. That is really cool. Let's see. Can we lower him and raise him? Abso-freaking-lutely, check that out. All right, so I'm going to bring the camera down here a little bit, and I'll go into the app so you guys can see what it looks like through the camera. So you can't change the direction of him, but you can go up and down. Look at that. Oh, my camera. Go up, go up. There it is. So if you've noticed, the camera movement on this drone's real jerky, you guys. It goes like up and down really, really quick. But again, for kids or a beginner just to get started into flying GPS drones, this little dude's awesome for that. That is really, really cool. All right, we're going to stop it. You're just going to tap on it. It'll take him out of orbit, which is really cool. All right, now I'm going to open the map down here in the lower left. And now if you look at the lower right of this screen, that little finger, we're going to tap on it. Check this out, you guys. This is your waypoints. So I'm going to put some dots on the screen here. And we are going to check out the waypoint feature. Let's see if we can get them back over here by us. All right, cool. So the little button down here says submit. You're going to submit it. You're going to confirm it. Oh, there it goes. Let's check out the drone. Check him out. Yeah, he's going to point 1. Ooh, I set them points pretty far away, didn't I? Damn. I didn't think I was going to set them that far away. Over to point 2. And then I'll show you what it looks like through the camera. Check it out, because you can actually watch him go to each point through the camera, which is really fun and cool to do. Get it down here just a little bit. Look at that. He's turning. Going to go to point 3. That's cool. He's got a little pause in between each point, too. That's cool. Woo! Little glitchy on the video there. All right, we got it back, though. Little interference, maybe. Here he goes. He's coming back to us. And I believe there's one more point he's going to go to. And look at that. You can actually raise him up, too, while he's going to the points. That's cool. He's turning again. Yeah, here he comes. So make sure you raise him higher than anything out where you're flying, because remember, no obstacle avoidance. And there's our drone way over there. He's turning. Looks like he's coming back toward me. That worked awesome. And I believe that was our low battery signal. I think that's what that was. And check it out. He's done. We now have control of our drone again. That is cool. You guys, the waypoints on this little dude worked great. That's awesome. All right, the beeping must have been telling me that the waypoints were finished, which is cool. They usually don't let you know when they're done. They just sit there until you realize they're done. So I'm going to do now, you guys, we're going to bring him out into the field here. I'm going to hit the return to home. We're going to check out the return to home and see how close he gets to the landing pad. This is one of the most important features of the GPS fail-safes is that return to home. Remember, he loses connection to the controller. He'll automatically come home after about 6 seconds. He'll get return to home mode. Battery gets too low. It'll limit how far away he'll go, and he'll automatically go into return to home when the battery gets to that certain low point. And then If you're flying them and you're freaking out because you can't see them anymore, all you got to do, hit the return to home button on the app or the controller, and he comes back to you all by himself. I'll go back in the app. We'll see how far away we are. All right, that's pretty good. I can still see him a little bit over there, so that's cool. All right, so we're going to hit the return to home button, and we'll see how close he gets to the landing pad. Here we go. There he goes. He's shooting up. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but he is shooting up. Cool, here he comes. It's working just fine. Awesome. All right, let's see how close he's going to get to that landing pad. It does look like he is going to be off a little bit, but even the more expensive drones don't always hit that landing pad the first time, you guys. They don't always hit it, so remember that. Oh, he's correcting himself a little bit. That's cool. That was cool. Still going to be short. There he goes. Nice and slow. Coming down. So you can see right there, he's going to miss it, but it ain't bad at all. So keep that in mind. Your return home still gets the drone close enough to you where you can get him and don't have to freak out about it. Nice, smooth landing. That was cool. He landed perfect. Only about 5 feet away. That's not bad at all. That's pretty damn good, to be honest with you. That is cool. There you go, guys. That's Holy Stone's new HS440D. This little dude is a blast to fly, you guys. It actually flies and handles really good. Now that it has GPS, it's even easier to fly this little dude. Not bad at all. All the GPS failsafe features work great, and all the intelligent features work great too. Right now on Amazon, I saw this dude on there for $169.99, I think, something like that. 169 bucks, 170 bucks. But I also noticed that they have a $40 off clickable coupon. So 130 bucks for this little dude, that's not a bad price at all, you guys. You'll be super happy with it. If you're a beginner, great price to get your foot in the door flying the drone. The link always in the description. That's going to do it for this video, you guys. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. And remember, hit that subscribe and that notify button for me. Have fun. Stay safe out there, you guys. And you got it. Remember, don't be a drone dummy.